The leopard is probably the most agile and versatile of the big cats. It always approaches a hunt with thought and usually always sneaks up on its prey and ambushes it, so it is successful most of the time. It also has the ability to climb trees, a place where the leopard likes to bring its kill, as to keep it away from other predators or scavengers. Have you ever seen a leopard handle a snake? What about a jackal? If you're fascinated by leopards, it's time to watch as we count down 15 times the deadly leopard hunted its prey.
Oh God. Close your eyes, Simon.
Number 15. Leopard versus warthog. Many leopards have been discovered with severe gashes from warthogs, and because of the dangers involved, only the larger male leopards will attempt to attack an adult warthog. Warthogs are tough cookies, and they are not an easy prey to kill. But that doesn't faze the leopard one bit, as you can see in this footage. The warthog is much bigger than the leopard, and the leopard must work hard to make the kill, but it eventually flips the warthog over and suffocates it. In this next clip, two leopards gang up on a warthog and they have no problem ending its life and enjoying their meal. This leopard is not having an easy time finishing off this warthog, and the warthog almost gets away before the leopard bites it in the rear end and holds onto it. It looks like this encounter is not going to have a happy ending. It's one thing to hunt a warthog, but this leopard goes directly into the warthog's den to snatch it while the warthog is watching the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner hour. How audacious is that? Next, this leopard kills the smaller warthog, and it looks easy as the leopard is holding the warthog by the neck as if it weighs almost nothing. Next, for the sake of a warthog meal, the leopard puts his life in the line. As each animal strives to protect his own life, the leopard and the warthog became locked in mortal combat. In cases like this, warthogs have been known to kill leopards, and the big male leopard will regularly catch bigger warthogs than this. In this video, a leopard comes flying out of nowhere to tackle this warthog, but the end result is not what all these tourists filming expect, as the warthog manages to escape the grips of the big cat. Finally, this leopard stands above a warthog's burrow, and as soon as the warthog comes outside for a breath of fresh air, the leopard makes its move. The warthog retreats into the burrow, but the leopard causes havoc and pulls it out of there, making the kill without a problem. Number 14. Leopard versus porcupine. Even with their prickly defenses, porcupines are preyed upon by several predators, including leopards. It doesn't mean it's always easy for the big cats to kill a porcupine, but it happens. In this video, you can see how this leopard is trying to get under the porcupine's belly to flip it over, but it's not able to. Its body is filled with quills, so this hunt is not without consequences for the leopard, whatever the outcome is. However, the leopard manages to cut open the porcupine's behind and is able to put its mouth on it to lift it up. The porcupine is definitely in trouble now, but I'm wondering if the kill is worth it for the cat when you see its face full of quills. How on earth is the leopard going to remove these quills? Our next leopard is gentler and barely brushes against the quills of this porcupine. It isn't going to hurt this way, but it isn't going to hurt the porcupine either. Next, this leopard has killed a porcupine, but it doesn't seem to be enjoying its meal. For some reason, it's a little too spicy if you get my drift. Finally, another porcupine bites the dust at the paws of a leopard. It seems like leopards are better than lions at hunting porcupines. Number 13. Leopard versus impala gazelle and antelope. Leopards eat around 90 different species of animals and aren't choosy about what they eat. Ungulates such as antelopes, gazelles, and impalas, on the other hand, are the carnivore's favorite food sources. In our first video, this leopard does just that as it manhandles this reedbuck antelope. The second the leopard has its powerful jaws on the antelope's neck, it suffocates the animal to death. There is a lot of tumbling going on in our next clip as this leopard jumps an impala and tries to finish it off. The impala is quite big, so it won't be a walk in the park for the leopard. This next video will surprise you. Just when you think it's a matter of time before this impala succumbs to the leopard's hold, a hyena approaches the scene, and the leopard abandons its prey. The impala looks dead, but it isn't, and after a few seconds, it regains its breath and escapes. That was a close call. This leopard kills an impala and brings it up to a tree. It looks like this impala will be having prime ribs for lunch. In this video, this leopard sneaks up on an unsuspecting Thompson's gazelle, and it's over before you know it. Finally, another successful hunt for a leopard when it brings down this fairly large-sized gazelle. Number 12. Honey badger. As seen in previous countdowns, the honey badger is a force to be reckoned with. How do you think a leopard would fare against one? Check out this first video of a leopard that has already taken a big step in this hunt of a honey badger. It has managed to bring it up the tree to finish it off, but look how tough the badger is. It doesn't stop fighting, and by the time this clip is over, the badger is still moving and fighting for its life. The truth is, leopards don't usually hunt and kill honey badgers because it's too risky, so this leopard must have a real good reason for doing this. In this video, It took this leopard over an hour to kill an old, feeble honey badger. So it takes a lot of effort to eat such a small prey, and that's probably why leopards don't bother with badgers unless they have to. Honey badgers put up epic fights against their attackers, and that's the reason most big cats will avoid them like the plague. In this next clip, a leopard slowly approaches a sleepy honey badger, but when it gets close enough to strike, the badger barely awake, has no clue that the cat is right behind it, until it turns its head and then, surprised, bolts out of there. The leopard barely moves and watches the badger run away. Number 11. Leopard versus lion. Even the heaviest leopards are around 20 kilograms lighter than the tiniest lions, who barely hunt alone. When leopards come face to face with their tawny foes, they usually escape as swiftly as they can, usually to the safety of trees, where adult lions are unlikely to pursue them. As a result, a leopard has little chance against a lion. Lion cubs, sick or injured lions can all be killed by a fully grown leopard. A leopard can, therefore, kill a lion. But other than that, leopards are virtually always defeated when challenged by fully grown, healthy lions. Our first clip is out of this world. This leopard is up against 4 female lions, and it is able to fend them off as they pounce on it from all angles. The leopard retaliates and manages to strike a few blows on some of the females. The lions take a pause, which gives the leopard a short breather. But round 2 begins faster than anticipated, and they go at it again, exchanging blows. The leopard is hanging for his life by a thread just when the cavalry arrives. The cavalry in question is the lion's worst enemy, a hyena. When the lions hear the hyena, they completely forgot about the leopard and immediately charge the scavenger. And people always say hyenas are not helpful. Our next clip takes place in leopard territory, in a tree where leopards are most comfortable. My question is, how in God's name did this lioness get up there? Lions are not known to pursue leopards up there. The leopard moved her meal higher up the tree when the lioness began climbing it, but the lioness remained adamant and she continued to climb. The people filming the fight couldn't believe it when the lioness went after the leopard's impala kill, but the branch gave way under the weight and both cats plunged. The leopard bolted as quickly as she could, and the lioness feasted on a delicious breakfast. Number 10. Leopard versus monkey. Leopards are opportunistic hunters, which means they will eat nearly anything that has flesh on it. They favor medium-sized antelopes like impalas, although they also eat fish, birds, wild pigs, amphibians, reptiles, rodents, and monkeys. In our first clip, you can see how agile and quick the leopard is as it bounces off branches, allowing it to leap right where the monkey is, and that's the end of the little primates. In this clip, the speed at which the leopard can run on a tall tree is beyond belief. It is absolutely mind-boggling. I mean, it almost looks like the leopard is the monkey in this clip. This next video shows a leopard obliged to try a different tactic when a vervet monkey is hanging to its life by a branch. The leopard is too heavy to snatch the monkey, so it moves to the branch in hopes of making the monkey fall to the ground. How smart are these cats? I hope for the monkey's sake that it's able to hang on and eventually flee. Number 9. Leopard versus wildebeest. The leopard's hunting strategy is to either ambush or stalk its prey. Leopards lack the ability to chase down their prey across long distances like other big cats. As a result, wildebeest are not their prey of choice, although they will pursue them if the opportunity arises. The first video shows a very opportunistic leopard that manages to kill not 1 but 2 wildebeest during a wildebeest migration. Firstly, the leopard tackles the first wildebeest, and just when you think he's finishing off the job, he turns his head and sees another bigger and tastier wildebeest, so he jumps that one, abandoning the first one. Since the first one is still alive and well, it says to itself, "What the hell am I doing here?" and takes off. And now it's the second wildebeest that's in trouble, and the leopard gets away with only 1 of the 2. Next, this leopard looks like it's toying around with this young wildebeest, giving it a couple of friendly slaps. But as it approaches it, you can tell these two are not friends. When the leopard hears some noise, it stops playing around, quickly grabs the wildebeest and runs. This leopard is trying to finish off this wildebeest calf, but it wants to make sure its mom is not around, because a full-grown adult wildebeest can inflict some damage on a leopard. After scouting the area, it seems clear, and the leopard closes the deal. Finally, in our last clip, a leopard jumps on a large contingent of wildebeest, and all the wildebeest run for their lives, except for a calf and its mother. The mother stays to protect her baby and desperately tries to scare the leopard away. Number 8. Leopard versus hyena. Even against a pair of hyenas, the leopard is vastly outmanned. That is why leopards can climb trees and hide their kills in the limbs of trees, where they are safe from hyenas. Because they work similarly to hyenas, lions do not run away. They are huge, powerful predators that hunt in packs. Our first leopard-hyena confrontation is more of an introduction. The leopard gives the hyena a warning tap and hisses at the scavenger, while the hyena studies the leopard and walks away. In this next clip, a young male leopard lifts a still-living hyena into the branches of a tree. The male leopard's brother joins him shortly after and kills the hyena. The hyena wasn't very big and could easily have been a younger hyena on its own, because I seriously doubt an entire clan of hyenas would have allowed this to happen. You can see the leopard enjoying his meal quietly in the shade. In this next video, a leopard is trying to reclaim his meal from this hyena, but the hyena is stubborn and doesn't allow the cat to get his due. When the hyena turns around and moves away for a moment, the leopard grabs the kill, and as it rushing up the tree, the hyena sees it and misses the leopard by inches. What a sneaky cat the leopard is. Finally, this leopard has killed a hyena, and it's time to bring it up to safety where it can enjoy its meal. Number 7. Leopard versus snake. Sometimes when a leopard is on the hunt, it comes across a snake or two. In this first video, this leopard checks out this long cobra, trying to figure out how to handle it. It approaches the snake and then grabs it by the tail end, but not for long before the snake escapes. Leopards are bold predators who are more than capable of tackling larger prey, even though mature pythons can weigh over 90 kilos. The leopard starts a fight with this rock python, Africa's largest species of snakes. The big cat is hesitant, making sure it doesn't become entangled with the snake, which could mean a slow death for the cat. However, the leopard is so agile and quick, I don't think it's in any danger. The python almost gets it in a hold, but the leopard is able to jump out of there quickly. Next, this leopard cub is toying with the wrong snake, a king cobra. The rest of the family joins in as the mother overlooks the process. I must admit, I'm impressed by the calm displayed by the cub. The cobra is not striking any of the two cubs, and the cubs are trying to pat its head down with their paws. The cobra lacks endurance, and the more time passes, the more the cobra is at risk. In this video, a leopard mom and her cub approach what seems to be a dead eagle. Under the eagle is a black mamba. The eagle was probably hunting the snake, and it got more than it bargained for. When the leopard touches the eagle, it notices it's not dead, so it bites it, but the black mamba is right there. The eagle falls back to the ground, and that's the end of that. This leopard meets a huge snake in the bush and growls a whole lot, but that's about it. I would growl and run as fast as I could if I met a snake in the bush. Finally, this leopard pulls a water snake out of the water, but when it's about to bring it home, the snake gently falls back into the water. What is it with leopards and always dropping these snakes? Number 6. Leopard versus catfish. The leopard's hunting strategy is to either ambush or stalk its prey. In any case, it seeks to get as close to its goal as possible. It then launches an explosive charge at speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour, pouncing on its victim and murdering it with a bite to the neck. When it comes to catfish, I guess the neck is wherever the leopard can bite it. In our first video, in the midst of hard weather and fierce competition, this leopard and her two cubs search for food. A catfish is hidden in the mud, so the leopard must learn to fish because that's the only thing on the menu at the moment. I hope it has access to a sink so it can clean this muddy catfish after making the kill. This next leopard looks like an unaccomplished fisher cat and quietly enters a pond to snatch up the first catfish it sees. And lunch is served. The leopard seen fishing in this footage is a young torchwood male who caught a sharp-toothed barbel or catfish. The leopard was fishing in the flooded glassy plains, and the catfish were swimming across these normally dry places. I'm sure the young male torchwood leopard was searching for a decent site to hunt and was grateful for this opportunity. Number 5. Leopard versus monitor lizard. Monitor lizards are usually not the ideal prey for leopards because their skin is very thick, but that doesn't mean leopards don't hunt or fight them. In the first video, these two leopards get a taste of this monitor lizard's medicine, and the big cats don't seem to know what to do except walk around and wonder what's going on. The lizard swings its tail back and forth, hitting the leopard occasionally. After a little contemplation, the leopard just grabs the lizard by the neck and finishes it off in the bush. Next, this leopard is on a blind date with this lizard. When the leopard sees the lizard for the first time, it isn't turned on by the homely looking reptile. But the leopard has class and doesn't want to be rude, so it lays next to lizard and tries to make the best of the date. As time passes, the leopard realizes this date is going nowhere and decides to part ways. I heard it canceled its membership on PlentyLizards.com. For some reason, lizards seem to spook leopards. Watch this leopard hesitate when it comes face to face with this rock monitor lizard and just walks away. Finally, this leopard doesn't waste any time and goes for the kill, which takes seconds. Number 4. Leopard versus jackal. Jackals are scavengers, and leopards don't necessarily hunt scavengers. But I'm sure if the occasion arises, anything is possible. These two jackals get really close to this leopard's den, and it pisses off the leopard, who chases one of the jackals. And it doesn't take much time before the leopard catches up to the scavenger and gives it its benediction as it takes its last breath. Jackals don't have a chance in hell of surviving a leopard attack, so they should make sure they don't step too close to the big cat's territory. This leopard spots a jackal pup, and you know what happens next. Of course, The jackal pup is like a scoop of ice cream for the big cat, but it's too bad the leopard is holding it in its mouth like that, instead of just killing it immediately. Number 3. Leopard versus baboon. Leopards do not favor baboons as prey, yet they are widely regarded as the major predators of baboons throughout Africa. Male baboons are more violent, and retribution frequently results in the leopard's death. Evidence reveals, however, that leopards learn to catch and kill dangerous prey. In our first video, this female leopard has killed a small baboon, but on a hot day like this, she will take the victory. This time, it's the baboons that take it to the leopard as they challenge it in numbers. The leopard is defensive and tries to scare them away. Next, this leopard sneaks up on a baboon hanging in a tree. The baboon manages to jump off the tree, but the leopard is so quick it pursues the baboon, and it takes seconds for it to catch up to the primate and execute it. Number 2. Leopard versus wild cat. A wild cat is larger than a domestic cat, but it's no match for a leopard. You can see how easy it is for the leopard in our first clip to kill this wild cat. I mean, the wild cat is slightly bigger than your cat, so how in God's name can this cat have a fighting chance? The leopard is too strong, and it also outruns the wild cat. Killing wildcats for leopards is child's play, and we have another example of it in this video, as this leopard carries this dead wildcat in its mouth. The serval cat is slightly bigger than the wildcat, but it's still no contest when it comes to matching up with a leopard. This leopard has just killed a serval, and it's time for lunch. Number 1. Leopard versus guinea fowl. Despite their incredible hunting abilities, stealth, and lightning speed, leopards prefer to consume tiny game such as guinea fowl. In our first clip, a guinea bird goes about its business, completely oblivious to the fact that it is in grave peril. It's too late by the time it hears the leopard approaching quietly. The guinea fowl is also a great prey for target practice for the leopard cub in this video. That's how the cub will learn the art of hunting. This leopard has hunted a guinea fowl and begins to prepare it for lunch. It almost looks like a pillow commercial. There are some feathers flying around. Finally, in this spectacular ambush, this leopard jumps high into the air, with its front paws wide open in the hopes of capturing all the guinea fowl it can, but it ends up with zilch. Sometimes, when you want too much, you get nothing. The leopard has to be one of my favorite big cats because of its versatility. It's so agile and stealthy, and it's always exciting to watch it in action. My favorite clip has to be when the leopard steals back its kill from the hyena when the scavenger is not looking. Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's our countdown of 15 times the deadly leopard hunted its prey. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.